Today, we are going to explain SOAP service. SOAP is basically a protocol and which supports XML data. So, protocol means a set of rules which we define based on the WSDL file, where we define the input and output parameters for request and response parameters, which is complied by both the consumer and provider. So let's create a one application, calculator application will create for describing so. Calculator app. Calculator. So we'll just define WSDL file first, web service descriptor language, and we'll define request parameter and response parameter. We'll create addition and multiplication. Add. Now we'll create another operation, multiplication. Subtraction. Division. We'll bind all these operations, so we'll use generate binding contents. Now we will define the parameters for all these add request operation. This is for the request and add operation, multiplication operation, subtraction operation, and division operation will define output parameter. Let's take a and we'll take integer, create another element after integer. Now multiplication. Same format we'll use, same parameter. In the add response, default parameter is out, so we'll use the same as out, but we'll change this type. We can provide this parameter type as integer. So our WSDL file is created, and we'll provide this base path for the service, like calculator, and for our local PC we'll provide the local host. If this is a remote, so we'll provide the remote host, but we are the provider, so we'll use the local host, and by default port is 7800. We can change this port once after deploying the service. We'll see what port is there in the service, so we can provide the same later, but default port is 7800. Now we'll locate this WSDL to this app. Just right click on this and right click on the app, go to the message model. So I already have the WSDL for my data, so we'll provide WSDL definition. So now we have provided WSDL definition to our service. So we can see this WSDL definition folder will be created, and this schema files will also be created. In our flow, if we'll drag drop, so by default it will create the subflows and soap extraction subflow. See here, only we need to add the compute node in the middle. Addition, multiplication operation, subtraction, division, now we can check here this visitor information will come by default. Enable support for WSDL to test our WSDL is working fine or not after the deployment into the integration server. Here we have a mode. One is gateway mode, another one is specified WSDL interface to expose. If we are exposing the service, so we can use this, and if we are invoking any service without taking the WSDL file from the provider, so we can go for the gateway mode. But in our case, we will provide our WSDL information to the consumer, so he can consume our WSDL service. Now we'll click here, copy entire message. Here it will copy the input route into the output, like a complete tree structure of the message route. So it will copy the properties, MQMD header, and the data. Now just right click in this, data is coming as a SOAP XML in the SOAP structure, but we are extracting the SOAP XML data from the SOAP, so we'll have only the SOAP. Here we are removing the SOAP structure and we are just taking the complete XML data. So now we can get this option, the list, by using control space. We'll have operation like add. So we can just provide one condition like a case statement. So operation can be anything, that's why we provided restart. If it is add, so we'll use this statement. So we'll get the final addition response in this out parameter, and we are taking the request from in parameter A and parameter B, and we'll perform the addition operation into that. If operation is multiplication, we'll copy and we'll change the operation. This is the multiplication operation. Next is subtraction. I'll provide subtraction here, and we'll use operator for subtraction. We'll use division. Operation name we need to provide as it is, otherwise it won't work. Let's save it. We are going to start the queue manager. Now we'll start the broker. And we will deploy this calculator application to the integration server. Let's check the port first. MQSI report properties where care -e default EG hyphen o http connector hyphen r. It's a 7800 and URL is showing as calculator. So our whistle is okay. If you want to check our whistle is fine or not, so we'll do one thing. We'll just go to the whistle file, copy the URL, open the browser, whistle. It will show the whistle file. If it is showing, then our whistle is fine. Then we'll go to the SOAP to test our service. We'll create the SOAP project, Control M. Okay, it's done. Okay, so let's perform the addition operation first. Not showing. Let's check what is the issue. Let's deploy again. Need to debug the service. And this is the add operation. Let's go inside the compute node. should get this operation. In the tree structure after this XML, the first element we are getting as a add operation. So we'll just take a star, deploy again. Let's see the operation. Operation information is not coming. Input root.xml NSE. Here it's not showing this schema namespace. We'll check this schema. Do we have this schema or not? Let's close this task. Go to the whistle. Here we have a target namespace. So body add. We'll check here field name. Name is space colon. Here whatever the operation will come, we'll just read the field name. Let's check the operation. Add is coming. So now this code should work now. See, the result is 30. Let's perform multiplication operation. 20, 10. Complete the operation. Now we need to check what is the issue with the multiplication. You need to check in the still both parameters should be integer. It's okay. I'll go inside. It will work now. The response is not coming. Okay, so we need to provide here the operation, multiplication operation. subtraction response, division response. I'll terminate the debugger. Let's see the response. Okay, here we also need to provide like multiplication. We forgot to mention the operation name here. And deploy again. See here, we got the proper response multiplication. Thank you.